We're gonna start with your feet hip distance. All right, lift up all 10 toes, spread them really wide, start to ground down into your feet. All right, maybe shift forward and back a couple times. We still have people joining, so I'll get on my mat later. Cool, admit. All right, so as you're grounding down into your feet, bend your knees a lot, straighten your legs, just start really grounding down. So in our mountain pose, we have a little lift to the front of the pelvis. So maybe you lift it forward and back a couple times, find that neutral pelvis, okay? If you tend to hyperextend your legs, meaning you like lock them out, take a little bend in the knees here. All right, and then bring those arms down beside you, with the palms facing out, really opening the front side of the body here. Okay, and as we're standing in this mountain pose, try to grow really long. Create space between each vertebrae. The crown of the head is extending towards the sky. All right, and we're looking out at the horizon. Try not to look down at the screen right now. You can just hear me, listen to my voice. And just slowly start to deepen your breath, allowing your belly to really expand here. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears as you exhale. All right, we're standing really strong on our feet. We're looking for this mountain pose in every other pose that we do today on our mat and that we do off our mat. So we've got a nice alignment. Our shoulders are over our hips. Our hips are over our ankles. So find that in your body. Close your eyes. We're going to take about 5 deep breaths here. So you're in the privacy of your home. Everyone's muted, so you can really breathe deep. No one's going to hear you. Just release the shoulders. Let that space between the shoulders really lengthen. And let your eyes be closed and your gaze soft. No stress in the brow. And you're already doing yoga. Just know that you can always return here to this breath with your eyes closed, whether it be a mountain pose standing or a child's pose on our mat. Take 2 more deep breaths. We're going to start moving here. Then on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, moving nice and slow. Try to keep the neck long and the gaze straight ahead. Don't look up at your fingers. And as you're here in this upward mountain pose, see if you can lift your ribs away from the floor. Grow even taller through your spine. And then come back to your feet. Make sure you're pressing your feet down. On your next inhale, start to lift your collarbones up towards your fingers. So your collarbones are lifting up. Maybe I start to take my gaze towards my fingers. Take 1 more deep breath here. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, gaze towards the fingers. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just making some half circles. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up, grow really tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Adding on, inhale, reach your arms high. This time we're going to dive forward. So bend your knees, start to fold with your heart, releasing the crown of the head. On your inhale, find a flat back. So halfway lift, looking to have your shoulders as high as your sit bones. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Navel to spine, strong core here. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, strong legs, strong back. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it all go. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Holding here. Pause here for a moment. So you're in that flat back. Shoulders are away from ears. We're going to reach our arms out to the sides. Good. Keep pressing your feet down. Inhale, reverse swan dive brings you up. Fingers to the sky. Lift the front of the pelvis. Exhale, hands to heart center. Linking it all together. Inhale, upward mountain pose. Exhale as you dive forward. Release your whole breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Big breath in. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive brings you up. Arms out to the side, flat back. Reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more times. Link breath with movement. Inhale. Exhale as you dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your flat back. Take your time. Your breath may be longer or shorter than mine. Exhale, folds. Inhale brings you up. Press your feet down. Strong legs, flat back, arms overhead, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take it one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Bring it down slowly. You're releasing the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take your time. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's get moving. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Bend your knees. Exhale, fold it forward. Take your time. You're going to walk out into a plank here. So imagine you're about to do a push-up. You're standing on your feet. Arms are nice and strong here in your plank position. All right, maybe shift forward and back a couple times. If you need to drop to your knees, you can always drop to your knees. Good. Keep holding this plank. One more deep breath in. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. So you're at the back of your mat again. You're going to find a rag doll here. So grab opposite elbows. All right, let your head hang. So maybe my knees are bent a lot, okay? Just being gentle to that lower back. Maybe I'm swaying side to side. Wherever you are, try to get your biceps beside your ears. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Maybe sighing out through your mouth, just letting the shoulders release. And then let that bind of your arms go. Inhale, halfway lift, find your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to add on to that. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold. Take your time, folding all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. When you exhale, walk back out to that plank, standing on your hands. All right, hold your plank. Keep lifting up through the front of the pelvis. All right, we're going to jack our feet out here 3 times. So feet are going to straddle the mat and then come back together 3 times. Come back to your plank and then walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Press the feet down. Reach the arms high. Exhale, fold this time. Halfway lift, then walk your hands back out into that plank, jacking the feet out 3 times. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. Bend those knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. We have 1 more. Exhale, dive all the way back down. Halfway lift, flat back. Walk it out into your plank, jacking your feet 3 times. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Walk it back. Take a deep breath in, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach it up, maybe taking a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnect with your breath. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. Inhale, upward mountain pose. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, flat back, gaze to the top of the mat, and then walk it back to that plank. Lots of planks today, lots of planks and chaturangas. All right, so from our plank, you're gonna lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take what you need here, pedal out those legs. See if you can keep your arms straight here, gazing back towards the inner thighs. Roll forward to your plank, create a wave with your spine. Bend your knees as you exhale, hips reach back towards the heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it forward like a wave. Exhale, knees bend, hips back, downward facing dog. 2 more, tippy toes, roll to plank. Knees hover the floor, hips back, downward facing. Last time, inhale, roll it forward, plank. Knees hover, hips back, downward facing dog. Holding here. Inhale, gaze towards your hands, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, press your feet down, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so going to our Surya Namaskar A. Coming back to that mountain pose, so check out your feet. Make sure they're hip distance. Press your feet down. Here we go. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to that plank. All right. Danny, no. So we're going to hold a chaturanga. You can either be on your toes or your knees. So I'm going to shift forward. I'm going to drop to my knees if I know that's where I want to go. We're going to lower so our shoulders and elbows are at the same height. Chaturanga. 1 more breath here. Come all the way to your belly. Let it go. Hands move back. Draw your elbows together. Inhale, cobra. Lifting the heart. Exhale, soften down. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 5 rounds of breath here. Keep a bend in the knees. So you're trying to really let that spine grow long. We're not trying to force anything in the hamstrings. 1 more, deep breath in. Let it go, exhale. Where can you soften in your body? Inhale, gaze towards your hands, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Here we go, round 2. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, press your feet down, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale as you dive forward. Just repeating. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your plank. All right, so setting it up, we know we're going to hold that chaturanga for 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Shoulders as high as the elbows. Keep holding. Keep your core tight. Lower all the way down. Move your hands back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, let it go. Downward facing dog. Press it back through a child's pose or plank. Take a couple deep breaths here. Maybe shake the head yes and no. Keep spinning those biceps up towards the sky. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, press your feet down, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, upward mountain pose. Exhale as you fold, taking your time. This time you can either interlace your hands behind your head or go for that ragdoll again, interlacing those hands around the elbows. noticing the space we've already created. Then let that bind go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, bend your knees, find that hover. So we're in a floating child's pose. Arms are straight. I'm going to inhale, shift forward to a plank as my right leg lifts. As I exhale, I'm going to bend my knees, shoot back. Switch sides. We have 6. Knees stay off the floor. Alternating sides. Get that little pause at the top. Crown of the head shoots forward. One more. Each side. Downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg. Bend that knee, take that hip opener. Squeeze your heel to your glute. Keep those arms straight, shoulders square. Go ahead and straighten that right leg, re-square the hip. Lift that right knee or right heel high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Switching sides, inhale, left leg high to the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip. Hold here, 3 rounds of breath. Re-square, lift the heel high, high, high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale as you travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, press your feet down, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so going back to your Surya Namaskar A, if you want to hop back into Chaturanga this time, you're welcome to. We're also going to be doing an up dog instead of cobra. All right, feet at the top of the mat, arms down. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. If you're hopping back, land with bent elbows. Chaturanga. Upward facing is your inhale. Thighs are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 rounds of breath. Reconnect. Really reach those inner thighs behind you. Next, inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale as you travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, press your feet down. We're going right back into it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga or plank to chaturanga. Upward facing is a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg really high, 3-legged dog. Hips are side by side. Try to press that left heel down into your mat. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. We're coming to a crescent lunge. Take your time to set it up. All right, so maybe I have a little bend in that left knee for now. I'm trying to lift the front of my pelvis up. Lengthen through the side body. And then see if you can lift the back of the ribs up away from the floor. Maybe you start to straighten through that left leg. Bring your right hand to your hip. As you inhale, reach your left arm forward like you're going to shake my hand. As you exhale, bring that left hand to the outside of the knee. Hold it there. All right. From here, find your prayer position. So palms of the hand come together. Press them together. Start to look up towards that right shoulder. Lengthen through the left heel. If you need to, you can always drop your left knee down. Keep breathing in this twist. Navel to spine, lift your belly off the thigh. Take your time to untwist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Option to flow through or step back, downward facing dog. Maybe the right leg stays lifted. Meeting back, downward dog. Take 5 rounds of breath. All right, lift your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, stepping it between the hands. Taking your time to set up that crescent lunge. Inhale as you rise. Maybe you bend the right knee a little bit. Check out the hips. We're lifting the front of the pelvis up. Lifting those ribs away from the floor. Left hand to your hip. Inhale, reach your arm forward, far, far forward. And then to the outside of that left leg. Hold here, and then find prayer. Press the hands together. Lift your heart to your thumbs. Shoulders work down the back, towards the hips. Lengthen that right thigh. Take your time. Inhale as we untwist, crescent lunge. Flowing through or stepping back, downward facing dog. Your choice. We'll meet in that down dog. Inhale, gaze towards your hands, bend those knees, get to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, strong legs, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, go ahead and set up your chair. So maybe my feet come together. Sit really low. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. All right, holding here. Really trying to lift the front of the pelvis, lift the chest away from the thighs. Sink a little bit lower. So you can keep your eyes off the floor. You've got this. Inhale. Exhale as we fold. Flowing through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing thighs are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reset. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step it between your hands. We're coming to a warrior one. Back heel spins down. Keep that length. Inhale as you rise, warrior one. So really active in that left foot. Looking to bring the ribs forward. Maybe I start to lift the heart, taking a slight back bend. Exhale, we plant those hands, flowing through. Maybe the right leg stays lifted. Meeting on the other side, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step it through. Set those feet up. Inhale as you rise, warrior one, holding here. Square those shoulders, lift those arms up. One more deep breath in, gaze towards the hands. Exhale to flow through. Meeting back, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, knees bend. We're coming right back to our chair, Utkatasana. Inhale, hold that chair. Soften the shoulders, biceps are spinning up towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands to heart center. Keep lifting your heart here. Sinking a little bit lower. Inhale. Exhale, slowly twist to the right. Taking your time here. So in our twist, try to really work that left hip back. Beautiful. Heart comes up to the thumbs. Maybe I look over my right shoulder. Keep pressing down into your feet. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, twist to the left, right into it. You've got it. Good. Keep working that right hip back. Now lift your heart to your thumbs. Soften your shoulders. Don't quit. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, fold. We're flowing through. You kind of know where we're going. So if you want to get rid of something, if you want to add something, do it. We'll meet back in down dog. All right, take your feet wide. We're gonna take a twist here in our down dog. I'm gonna take my left hand to the outside of that right ankle or calf. Once I have that bind, look under the right shoulder. Keep pressing your right hand down. Reach your shoulder away from the floor. Navel to spine as you twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center nice and slow. Take your time, right hand reaches across, then start to twist. Press that left hand down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, roll it forward to your plank. All right, we're gonna bring our right hand to the center of the mat. Open up to a side plank. Lots of side planks today. All right, definitely one of my weaker poses. Figure we might work on it. So I'm pressing my right hand down. All right, I'm gonna lift this left leg for a moment. Okay, keep extending through the heel. Come back to your regular plank, both hands down. We're gonna go into a falling triangle. Left foot's gonna kick through. Press your left hand down, inhale, right arm to the sky. Falling triangle. Lift your hips higher. Big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands. Plank, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Inhale to the tippy toes. Roll it to that plank. Setting up side plank on the left. Left hand to the center of the mat. Open up. Lift your hips. Right leg to the sky. Keep pressing that left hand down. Woo. Slowly come back. Restack wrists, elbows, shoulders. Right foot kicks through. Fallen triangle on the other side. Press your right hand down. Lift your hips. Slowly come back. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Gazing towards your hands, inhale, bend your knees, exhale as you travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnect with your breath. All right, a little water if you need. We're gonna add all those things together and do a nice little aerobic flow. All right? So we're gonna meet at the top of our mat. When we hop back today, we're gonna hop back into a plank. Don't bend your elbows, keep them straight. From our plank, we're jacking our feet out just one time, okay? Ready? Inhale, arms high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, hop back to your plank. One jack. Hold here. Chaturanga push-up. So I lower halfway, then come back to plank. Lower halfway, inhale, plank. Hop your feet forward. Jump up. Woo, hop back to plank. Right hand to the center of your mat, side plank. Lift your left leg. Come back to your plank. Kick that left foot through. Listen here, listen, listen. Bo's not listening. Left foot through. We're gonna bend our elbows, push up here. Woo! Plank. Switch sides. Left hand to the center. Side plank. Lift your right leg. Come back to your plank. Kick that foot through. Push up. Plank. Hop your feet forward. Inhale, rise. We're doing it again. Exhale, fold. Hop back to plank. One jack. Chaturanga push-up. Halfway. Plank. Beautiful. Hop your feet forward. Jump. Bring it back down. Plank. Right foot to the center. Right hand. Side plank. Woo. Good. You're kicking it through. your next inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, downward facing dog. Good, go ahead and lower to your knees. Take a child's pose here. And then we'll slowly make our way to a tabletop. Look at that. Have you ever did a tabletop, what, half an hour in? Craziness. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, flat back. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Right leg, lift, left arm forward. Flat back, navel in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. 2 more. All right, coming to your tabletop. Step back to your plank. Right hand to the center of your mat, side plank. All right, right knee, lift. Left hand on the head, elbow and knee crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Crunch 2. 1 more. Good, come back to your plank. Nice and strong plank, stay with me. Inhale, right knee to chest. Tap it down, lift it up. Tap it down, lift it up. Tap, lift. Step that right foot forward. Release your left knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Soften your shoulders. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, plant your hands. We're going into mountain climbers. Here we go. Switch, right, left. Right, left. 4, 3, 2. Left foot forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Take your time to get here. Left knee is bent. All right, from a crescent lunge, shift forward to your chair. Reach your arms parallel. Soften your shoulders. Bend your knees. Come all the way down to the floor. Woo! Lower to your back. Hug your knees in. Rock and roll a couple times. And then we're meeting in our boat pose. Long spine. I can have my feet on the ground or maybe lifted. All right? High boat to low boat 4 times. It'll be inhale, low boat. Exhale, knees in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hug your knees in, cross your ankles. You have the option to flow through or just step back, downward facing dog. Your choice, your choice. If you need the vinyasa, take the vinyasa. If you need a child's pose, take a child's pose. Good, wherever you are, make your way down dog. Inhale, gaze towards your hands. Bend your knees, hop to the top of your mat. Here we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, press your feet down. Exhale, dive all the way back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Good, from here, lower to your knees, tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Other leg, left leg, right arm, reach it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Take your time, stay with that breath. 3, 2, 1. All right, come to your plank. Left hand to the center of your mat. Side plank. Bottom knee bends. Elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time. Come back to your plank. Knee to nose. Tap the ground, lift it up. Tap the ground, lift it up. 4, 3, 2. Good. Left foot comes forward. Low lunge. Release your knee. Inhale, arms reach up. 3 rounds of breath here. Soften those shoulders. Lift your heart. All right, mountain climbers, plant your hands. Here we go. Knee to nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Where do we go? Where do we go? Woo, crescent lunge, right foot forward. Inhale, rise. Crescent lunge, holding here, 3 rounds of breath. Taking your time, you're gonna shift your weight to that right foot, chair pose. 1 more deep breath in. As you exhale, come all the way down. Woo. Maybe roll to your back for a second. Finding boat. Soften your shoulders. 4 times. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, come up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. All right, cross those ankles. Flowing through our downward facing dog. You know what you need. If you want to hold down dog for 5 rounds of breath, go for it. If you need that vinyasa, go for it. And then slowly start to lower the knees. Take that child's pose. Maybe spin your palms up for a moment. All right, downward facing dog. Right leg lifted high. Exhale, step it between your hands. We're gonna find warrior 2. Back foot opens up. I'm heel to arch. And then I'm gonna cartwheel my arms open, warrior 2. Holding here. All right, taking a peek at that front foot. Keep lifting the pelvis up towards the bottom ribs. Soften the shoulders. Keep the legs exactly how they are. Inhale, reach that right arm forward. Pause. Hold right there. Right arm comes under the shoulder. Left arm reaches up. Finding that extended side angle. Keep tucking that right sit bone under as you open your heart. If anything's calling to you and you want to take a half bind or a full bind, you're welcome to. Keep softening the shoulders here. Wherever you are, come back to that extended side angle. We're going to reach both arms out in front. All right, like you're holding a ball between your hands. Right knee is bent, lift your heart. Inhale, reverse. Right arm reaches back. Exhale, cartwheel and flow, or just downward facing dog. Setting up on the left side, we'll inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale as you step it between your hands. Take your time to spin that back foot down. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior 2. All right, pelvis is lifting up. Left knee is bent. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, reach that left arm forward. Take your time. Left arm comes under the shoulder. Right arm reaches up. Keep opening up. Maybe going for that bind. You went for it on the other side. Keep squeezing those hips. Keep using those inner thighs. Good. If you took a bind, making your way back. Extended side angle. The left arm, reach it. Squeeze that ball between your hands. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel and flow. Coming back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, right leg lifts again. Exhale, step it between your hands. We're coming back to that warrior two. We've been here before. All right, so take a look at your feet. Heel to arch. We're going to be going from our warrior two back to this left foot in a lunge. All right, so right knee is bent. Inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to straighten my right leg, bend my left knee. I'm trying to keep that left heel on the ground, so maybe you get low, maybe you're here. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Keep an eye on that right knee. Keep it over the ankle. Exhale, find your lunge. Inhale, warrior two. We have one more. Exhale, find your lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Reach that right arm forward. Find your triangle, Trikonasana. So I'm really pulling up through my inner thighs. I'm working this right hip crease back. Your arms are stacked under one another. Maybe I'm gazing towards that left hand. From here, gaze towards your right foot. We're going into half moon. Bend your right knee a little bit. Shift forward. Lift that left leg off the ground. Flex the lifted leg. Stay active through that heel. Woo, woo. Maybe I start to look towards my left hand. Take your time. Warrior two. Land softly. Reverse. Cartwheel and flow, meeting on the other side. Left leg will lift it high. Exhale, step between the hands. Rising up, warrior two. All right. From warrior two, going back into that lunge. Right knee bends. Inhale, warrior two. Watch your left knee. Exhale, find your lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Last time, exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Hold. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, reach it forward. Triangle. So many shapes. Pull that left hip crease back. Keep the heart open. We're going into our half moon. Gaze towards the left foot. Shift forward, lift the right leg. Flex that lifted foot. Stand strong on the left leg. Maybe gaze towards the right hand. Ooh. Landing softly, warrior two. Left knee is bent. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, last flow. This is it. Last flow. It's all on the floor after this. Take your time. If you want it, take it. If not, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Lower to those forearms. All right, so your forearms are in the number 11. Keep them straight. Try not to have the elbows out. The number 11. Pull your shoulders down your back. Lift your hips up towards your ribs. Find a little hollow body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower your hips. Release your feet. Sphinx pose. So I can bring my forearms a little bit in front of my chest here. Just trying to open the front side of the body. You're going to bend your right knee. Reach back with that right hand. Catch the foot and just try to bring the foot towards the hip. Good. Take your time, let that go. Coming back to that forearm plank. Find the number 11, tuck your toes, inhale, lift your hips. Hold it here. Press your forearms down, shoulders away from ears, long neck. Deep breath in, shift forward. Exhale, lower the hips. Sphinx pose. Maybe the hands come in front of the chest for a moment. Just let the shoulder blades melt down your back here. Bend your left knee. Reach back, catch that foot. Slowly release that foot. Come back to that forearm plank. Here we go. Number 11 with the hands. All right, take a nice deep breath. Right hand replaces the elbow. Come back to your plank. Hop your feet forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding that mountain pose. We're going to go into dancer. Grounding down into your left foot. Left hand comes out in front. Index finger and thumb join. All right, it's like we're going to make a bow and arrow with our body. Bend your right knee. Reach this right arm out. Catch the inside of the foot. So the thumb is where the big toe is. All right, hips are side by side. Inhale, start to kick that foot into your hand. And slowly start to reach the left arm out. Parallel with the ground. Keep kicking that foot into your hand. Think about lifting up through that inner thigh. Finding a little drishti, something that's not going to move. One more deep breath in. Slowly come back. Mountain pose. Rooting down into the right foot. Reaching that right arm out. Index finger and thumb. I'll bend my left knee. Reach the left hand out. Catching the inside of the foot. Hips side by side. On your inhale, start to kick. Maybe reaching that arm out. Keep kicking into your hand. Keep lifting up through that inner thigh of the left leg. Soften the face. Take your time. Coming back. You get another chance. Mountain pose. Ooh. Root down into the left foot. Index finger and thumb. All right, take your time. On your inhale, start to kick into that hand. Maybe you start to reach this left hand back. Looking for that foot one day. Ooh. Slowly, take your time. Come back. Mountain pose. One more. Root down into the right. Right hand comes out. No rush here. Find your dancer. And then slowly coming back. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale as you fold. I'll give you the option here for a crow pose, so if you want to go into an arm balance, go for it. If not, let's just step back to a down dog. Those of you going into crow pose, there's no rush. I'm going to give you some time to find that crow for about 5 rounds of breath. Gazing forward if you're going out of crow into chaturanga. If you need an upward facing, take it. Exhale, downward facing dog. And slowly dropping to the knees. Finding a child's pose with your knees together for a moment. You're going to bring your hands to your sacrum. So think about like if they were in jean pockets with your fingers down. Okay? And then draw your elbows together. So I already start opening my heart. All right? My hands are kind of guiding the pelvis forward. Take a deep breath in. And then you're just slowly going to start to take a back bend at that thoracic spine, the upper back. All right, maybe the head starts to drop back. And then slowly tuck your chin into your chest as we come back up. Then we're just going to sit on our heels for a second. So sit here. I'm just going to demonstrate reaching back towards your heels. So the first option is to have your toes tucked so my heels aren't as far away from me. All right, it'll be the same setup here. My hands to my lower back. I'll lift my heart. I'll start to lean back as far as I can. And then when I'm ready, both hands are going to release down to my heels. Then I'm really going to use that bind to lift my heart more, release my head. To come out of here, keep pressing your hips forward, hands to the lower back, chin tucks, and then I sit back down. All right, so if you're going for that version, start with your toes tucked. All right, if you don't want to reach back for your feet, don't reach back for your feet. Keep your hands on your lower back. All right, we're going to take 2 more, so take your time. My goal is hips over knees no matter what. So don't go back for your feet if you can't keep your knees over or under the hips. All right, take your time. Elbows are drawing together, heart is lifting up. If you find the bind of your feet, lift your heart even more. And then when you're ready, take your time. Slowly come back. It's a big back bend. Sit on your heels. Take about 5 rounds of breath here. Just sit in that. We'll have 1 more if you want. You don't have to. If you're going for it, start to stack hips over knees. Really draw those elbows together. When you draw your elbows together, notice how the collarbone opens. All right? Last thing is the head releasing. If you're going for your heels, go for your heels. Keep working your inner thighs forward. Keep pressing your hips forward. Notice your breath here. When you're ready, both hands return to the sacrum. Take your time. Sit on your heels. All right, when you're ready, we'll swing our legs around. Find a seated pose. If you need to sit on a blanket or anything, you're welcome to. We're almost done. We have just our floor series here and then Savasana. All right, so starting with your legs straight, walk those thighs back into the pelvis so we're sitting up tall. We're gonna start with the right knee bent into the chest. We're gonna do an open twist, then a closed twist, then we'll switch sides. So right knee comes into chest, sit up tall, inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Then as you exhale, twist to your left. So this is your open twist. My left hand's behind me, trying to sit up really tall. This elbow of the right is on the inside of the knee, and they're both pressing back into one another. So my elbow presses my knee presses back. And then I slowly start to turn towards my left shoulder. Looking to have both shoulders side by side. So notice if the left is higher than the right. And then if you want more of a stretch in the neck, maybe I start to look up towards the ceiling here. And then slowly as you inhale, come back to center, reach your arms up. Bring that right foot to the outside of the left. And then as you exhale, twist to your right. So here's your closed twist. Coming across the midline. Maybe my left elbow's on the outside of the knee. Right hand's behind you. And think of your spine as a spiral staircase. So the base of the spine, we're not twisting there. We're only twisting belly button and up. So draw your navel in, and then as you exhale, twist towards your right shoulder a little bit more. Maybe take your gaze off the floor, look up towards the ceiling. There's no rush. You're gonna inhale, gaze back forward, untwisting the upper body, release your leg, reset. All right, so walk your thighs back, sit up really tall, and then we're switching legs, so we'll bring the left knee into the chest, Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale as you twist to the right. Keep flexing this right foot. Gazing up towards the sky. And then slowly coming back to center, arms to the ceiling. Left foot comes across. As you exhale, twist across the body. Right elbow on the outside of the knee maybe. Navel to spine. Exhale as you twist over the left shoulder. And then slowly inhale, gaze forward, straightening both legs. We're taking a seated fold here. Inhale as the arms reach up. Exhale as you fold forward. Just letting the head release. Softening the shoulders. Still trying to keep the front side of the body open here. Then on your inhale, start to walk yourself back up. Use your hands. And then bend those knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Sit up really, really tall here. Pinky edge side of the feet are together and pressing down into your mat. Open up your chest. And breathe. Really trying to soften the inner thighs. Soften the shoulders. Soften the gaze. One more deep breath in. Then as you exhale, we're going to take our feet out wide. All right, rock the pelvis forward. So you're sitting up really tall. Flex both feet. Inhale, arms reach up. Then as you exhale, slowly just start to fold forward with that flat back. Hands can come down like downward dog arms. Think about drawing your heart through your hands. Keep spinning your inner thighs up towards the ceiling here. And then when you're ready, you can release your head. We'll be here for 7 rounds of breath. You can even bring your hands to your ankles if that's calling to you. Then take your time. Use your hands to walk yourself back up. Hands to the knees as we bring the knees in. We're going to slowly roll to your back. So just making your way to your back, rocking side to side, just massaging the sacrum. And then extend both legs to the ceiling, flexing your feet. Your arms are going to come out into a T with your palms down. All right, so notice your shoulder blades. Try to get your shoulder blades into the ground. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your feet travel to the left side, just rolling to the outer edge of your pelvis. Think about drawing your toes up towards that left hand, and then as you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, take it to the right side, just rolling to the edge of the pelvis. Toes reach up towards the hand. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Use those inner thighs. Use your obliques. Control. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, you come back up. We have 2 more each side, just taking your time, taking it to your edge, not trying to touch the floor. One more each way. And then you can hug your knees into your chest after that last one. Take a couple circles. We're going to go into bridge pose. We're just about home here. So set yourself up. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor. All right. Arms are going to be down beside you. We're going to take 2 bridges, then you have an option for a third and or a wheel. All right. So on your inhale, start to lift your hips high to the sky. Keep pressing your feet down into your mat. Maybe start to walk your shoulders under, interlacing the hands under the lower back. Stay present with your breath here. Keep rooting down into your feet. And then see if you can soften your glutes. Don't squeeze. So you can release your tailbone to the backs of your knees. Maybe lift your hips a little bit higher. If you have a bind, slowly release your bind first before lowering down 1 vertebrae at a time. Just pausing here once the lower back finds the mat. And then when you're ready, taking 1 more bridge together, press the feet down, lift the hips high, walk those shoulders under. If you have the bind of your hands, press the pinky edge side of the hand down into the floor. All right, you've got the option to stay here in this bridge. Maybe you lift 1 leg for 2 rounds of breath. You guys are doing great. If 1 leg lifted, you'll lift the other. Take the same deep breaths here. And then slowly, both feet to the floor. Release your bind. Release the hips. So check back in with yourself. Listen to what your body's trying to say. If you're looking for another back bend and you want a wheel and you know how to go there, you can start to set yourself up. If you'd like to go into another bridge, you can do that. If the back's had enough, bring the soles of the feet together, knees fall out to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana. So this is your opportunity to go where your body needs. If you're going into wheel, maybe come to the top of the head before pressing up. If you're in that back bend, stay present. Really try to smooth out the exhalations. Take long, deep breaths. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe bring the hands to the thighs. Just guiding the knees away. And wherever you are, take about 2 more rounds of breath. And take your time to come back with your lower back on the mat. We'll hug both knees in towards your chest if that feels good, or take a constructive rest with the feet wide as the mat, knees fall to touch. So last little series here, it's up to you. If you're someone who needs more back bending and you need a plow and shoulder stand, that's where you'll go. If your back and your body is like, let's get ready for Savasana, we're going to take a simple twist. So if you're going for plow, start to set yourself up. You know, you're trying to get those toes to the floor. If you're going for a simple twist, you'll just follow me. So we'll bring our knees into our chest again. And then as you exhale, slowly let them fall to the left side. Keep your arms out into a T. Maybe gazing over to the right hand. If you're in plow, you'll go to shoulder stand and then another plow before coming out. If you're in a twist, slowly come back to center. Realign your spine. Knees back into chest, and then allow them to fall to your right. And then if you went plow, shoulder stand, plow, you'll do a soft fish after. If you're in a twist, slowly come back to your back. We'll take a happy baby. You can grab the outer edges of the feet or maybe the peace fingers to the big toes. Just rocking side to side. Taking any final movements that you need. And we'll just take a brief savasana, so when you're ready, extending both legs long, walking the shoulders under the back, taking your time to find the arms down beside you with the palms up. Just allow your eyes to close here as we come back to our breath. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill the entire body up with your breath all the way down to the toes. And then part the lips, let it all go. So you're completely empty. And then we'll take a nice deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. See if you can sip in a little bit more, all the way up to the cheekbones. And then part the lips, let it go, sigh it out. We'll just be here in Savasana for another 7 rounds of breath. Just letting thoughts come and go. Allowing any tension stored in the face still to release. The muscles behind the eyes. The jaw is unclenched. The shoulders are melting into the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. And let it go. Bring movement back into the fingers and toes. As you inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. And when you're ready, slowly release the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. When you're ready, you can roll to your right or left, just taking your time, keeping your movements slow. When you're ready, you can press up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Stacking the shoulders over the hips, and the ears over the shoulders. We'll bring our hands together at heart center, bowing our head. My soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty, and peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much.